Welcome back to Life on the Franch. Today I wanted to make a video for what to feed hamsters, either with no teeth or brittle teeth or other reasons that you might need to feed a hamster soft food. Now in general, you don't want to be feeding your hamster soft food if they have healthy teeth, because hamsters' teeth continuously grow, which is why chews are so important. Hamsters need to be constantly grinding down their teeth on the hard shells of seeds or walnuts or other types of chews in order to keep their teeth at a healthy level that allows them to eat and not get overgrown. Now we have a hamster, Butter, whose teeth are misaligned. So even when she was eating hard food and chewing on hard food, her teeth were growing too long. And so we had to take her to the vet and get her teeth trimmed, and now that's something that we have to do every month. If you want more information about that, click the link above. But then the question for us became, okay, what do we feed a hamster that isn't seeds or mealworms or walnuts or what have you? And so we got a couple suggestions from viewers that we tried. We also did our own research, and I wanted to present what we came up with, some ideas for what you might feed your food if they need soft food. In addition to misaligned teeth, there are genetic diseases that can cause hamsters to need soft food where their teeth are very brittle. And then also as hamsters age, their teeth might become brittle. So you might have a hamster that was fine eating hard foods before, but then in their old age needs softer foods. So that's what we're going to go through today. So the first thing is, our vet told us that you could have, you could feed food that was less than the size of rice, like half the size of a thing of rice, and they can chew it even if it's hard, because they can basically just swallow it. So what you could do with something like a mealworm is grind it up and feed it to your hamster. Or you could grind up a protein pellet. Protein is going to be one of the harder things to give your hamster, and they desperately need protein. So that is a really solid option. And we're definitely going to be doing that with mealworms. We kind of already were, and we were grinding up pellets. But another way that you can feed pellets to your hamster with soft food is, say, take a couple pellets and put it in water, and then microwave, and then mush it together, and it'll become like a paste. And then they can eat it. If you want more specifics on that recipe, I'm going to link to the Aaron's Animals video down below, and she gives a demonstration on how to do that. But that's another option for how to get their protein pellets into their diet. Now, of course, you don't want to just be feeding pellets. Just like with regular hamsters, you want variety. So what else can you feed your hamsters besides mushed up pellets? You can feed your hamsters oatmeal or porridge. Again, you just take a couple scoops full of oats, put it in a bowl of water, microwave, mush it together, you've got porridge. It's a good source of fiber. You can look at the details of your oats for the amount of vitamins in it. It's got some fat, it's got protein, It's not a replacement for a protein pellet, but it's something to mix in to your diet that's centered around your other foods. Another option for protein, scrambled eggs. Scrambled eggs has been a lifesaver for us in terms of protein. Our hamsters, all of our hamsters love it. We feed it to all of our hamsters, but it's something that Butter really enjoys. It might be her favorite food. Make it like you would a regular scrambled egg. Don't add anything, like don't add milk. Just egg into pan, mix, start it on low, bring it to high, scrambled egg, and you can just feed it to them. And they really enjoy it, so eggs. Now, let's say you are having a babysitter. They're probably not making scrambled eggs for your hamsters. So what you can do is go to baby food options. So there are two that we found at the grocery store today. We found this chicken and chicken broth baby food. There's nothing artificially added, that's important. And then when you look at the ingredients, it's just chicken and chicken broth, and you know it's cooked because it's for babies. So this is a good source of protein for the hamsters. You know, be aware of like the salt. So you wouldn't be like, you don't want to, and none of these are everyday type foods. That's why you have so many of them, for variety. But it's a good option. It's got like B12, it's got a bunch of stuff. Chicken. Because you can, if you have hamsters with teeth, just without seasoning the chicken, just feed hamsters chicken and they really enjoy it. And Butter really liked it, and now we have found potentially a substitute, which is cool. And then we also found the same thing but with turkey. So it's just turkey and turkey broth. And then there's no garlic. Oh, that's the other thing you want to note. There's no garlic, no onion. It says so on the thing. So that's important. You want to check out for like dangerous ingredients. They do not have them. So that's an option. Building off the baby food thing, so we like to give our hamsters vegetables, and vegetables tend to be a little bit tough. Again, not for hamsters with regular teeth, but for soft hamsters, soft tooth hamsters. So we've been feeding Butter this carrot. It's just carrot and water, and Butter friggin' loves this thing. All of our hamsters really like carrots, so it was not surprising that they went for this. Again, it's not a diet by itself. You feed it, you know, as a side to the other things, but they really enjoy it, and it's got vitamins and stuff. So then, we also got this green vegetables. So this is spinach, zucchini, and peas, and we checked to make sure that that was all good. And then, you know, you can check out, you know, the nutrition facts, see how it blends in with the diet that you're providing. And then, again, make sure there's no like random other ingredients in their ingredient list, and this there's not. And then just make sure you follow like the, you know, how long can you use it thing. And since we have 4 hamsters, if we want to give these to our hamsters and we want to waste not, want not, we can. But we keep our other hamsters on a hard diet, basically. And the last baby food that we picked up is this pear carrot pea from Gerber Baby. And so again, check the ingredients. It's pears, carrots, peas, water, and then vitamin C. So cool. And then what we looked for when looking for baby food, we wanted to find stuff that was kind of a mix. That's why we got, you know, these two. They have lots of different vegetables and stuff in them. So in each thing, they're getting the benefits of all those vegetables. And then we also kept an eye on protein. There's not a lot in these, which is why it's so important to also use, you know, your pellets, your scrambled eggs. These, you know, these help get the vitamins. These are for the protein. So they work together to create a well-balanced diet. Now, if you have, you know, a hamster that is making these changes, you probably noticed it because they were losing weight, or, you know, you've been on this diet, but your hamster is still kind of losing weight because you kind of need to feed quite a bit. But especially towards the end of the month before the teeth cleaning, you know, they might lose slightly, slowly over time a little bit of weight. So maybe you want to go for something a little bit fatty. Now, typically, not something you want to do with hamsters, but if you are looking for some treats that are going to add just a little bit of fat to a hamster that needs to gain weight, Butter needs to gain a little bit of weight, so we're using low-fat cheese. So you can look online which low-fat cheeses work. but they say low-fat cheese is safe for hamsters. So we picked up mozzarella, which is a low-fat cheese. And our plan with this is to put a little bit either as a side or melt it on top of some scrambled eggs. Cheesy eggs, yum. The other type of cheese that we picked up is cottage cheese. Now, depending on how much weight your hamster needs to gain, you could go with a low-fat cottage cheese option, but butter's pretty skinny, so we went with regular cottage cheese. And we picked these two cheeses because not only do they work like for hamsters, but they're cheeses that we're actually going to use. Like, we're going to use this to make some pizza later this week. We're going to use this to make some palatschinki. You know, waste not, want not. Your hamster is never going to get through this much cheese. So whatever low-fat cheese like works for you. And then the other thing that we use is yogurt. Another source of fat, but also another source of some vitamins, not a ton, but just another way to work together. So you have your vitamins, you have your protein, you have your fat. And also, like, depending on the strength of your hamster's teeth, you may be able to give them some fruit. For Butter, for example, she's still able to, you know, munch on grapes if you cut them in half, or blackberries, but she, for example, could not have, or like bananas. You can mush up bananas and they'll eat that as well, and that's where you can get carbs, which you may have noticed are not like super present here, but obviously like sugars and stuff. But bananas, fruits are where you can get some sugars and carbs. So bananas mush really well. You could use some grapes. And then on top of that, we also, another fat option would be avocado. So you can feed your hamster avocado. Again, it's fatty. So like, we have a fat hamster Gamer. We are not feeding Gamer avocado. We're going to be feeding Butter avocado. So obviously none of this is like a direct formula for what you should be feeding your hamster, but I just thought we would share some ideas of what you can feed your hamster if they have brittle teeth or bad teeth, or no teeth. Because I was looking online, and Victoria Rochelle has a video that I'll link below. Aaron's Animals, like I said, has a video, but I didn't see like a big video of lots of variety for hamsters with bad teeth. And I thought there's a lot of hamsters right now with bad teeth. If you watch Munchie's channel, the amount of hamsters that she's got going through there with poor teeth is crazy. And, you know, they're from pet stores. So a lot of people are going to be getting pets with bad teeth. And I figure as long as they know how to care for that, you know, they can still keep the hamster. You know, the hamster is fine otherwise. You just have to know how to make dietary adjustments. But if you have any more ideas or suggestions for things that we can do to improve our hamster feeding for a hamster with very, very bad teeth, let us know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of our content, click subscribe. Ding the bell button to know when we post, which is almost every day. And most importantly, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!